everyone, welcome to my channel. It's going to be my first video today, so hopefully you like it. I don't know if it's going to be any good, but just you can sit through and just listen. I'm not going to be doing any editing because it's a waste of time. Whenever I watch What Ifs, I just listen to it, I don't even watch it, so it's a waste of time on them part. So I'm just going to start it. So we'll start off with Naruto spawn, and he gets a Nine-Tails inside of him. But it's not just a 50% Yang version that Naruto got in canon. He's going to get both the Yin and Yang version. So, seconds after Minato dies, and the Nine-Tails is sealed, Hagaromos comes from the sky, only being visible to Naruto, and gives him all this power and chakra. But of course he doesn't unlock it all at once, because that means Naruto would have to run again, pretty much instantly. If it's fully activated though, probably has to earn it, which he will. So he tells him to bring power and restore balance to the world by using that power to bring peace for all. With these words echoing through Naruto's head for years to come, he thinks it is really important. So when it does start to echo in his head, it's only during really important times when he has to make decisions. So this comes up when Naruto is being hit and kicked while he was on the floor. This is by the villagers that come by. It was because he tried to buy something from the shop. They're like, "Get out of here, you demon fox!" And they just starts jumping him. And even some low Genin start doing this because they lost their parents during the attack. But we don't need to focus on them. Just on the villagers, basically, because actually, yeah, we'll focus on the Genin. And after 10 minutes where Naruto is being hit and kicked, even some jutsu used on him. One of them is an Uchiha, and he uses Fireball jutsu on Naruto. Naruto's like hanging on for life, literally. He's been burned. A 4-year-old kid. So this goes on for 10 more minutes, and Naruto forcefully activates Sharingan without even knowing. His brain just does it for him like that. So, so he's going to activate the Tutama, and the reason it's not going to be free is because he wasn't feeling any emotion really, it was just pain. And if you can, I don't know if you can even count that as an emotion, which probably could, but oh well. So, with just Tutama at the age of 4, he puts all the people around him into a Genjutsu, even with the Genin, who had the Tutama as well, into a Genjutsu. So it was just that powerful, with the Sage powers added onto it. So, other people around him started to notice this. And this is when a few Ambu show up. Ambu. So, I'm just going to say they show up and see Naruto just walking around a bunch of people just flopped on the floor. And I'm going to say they think he killed them. Like the Nine-Tails is controlling him or something. So what they do is they kick and beat him for 10 more minutes as well. This is the worst day in Naruto's life. So they get so angry eventually. One of them just picks up Naruto, jumps out the village, just quickly over the gate, without the Training Guardian noticing. And he just takes him all the way to the end of the Land of Fire. Yes, that far. It takes him a day or two. So Naruto has just left there to die, basically. He's hanging on for his life. So Naruto had broken bones in his arms, legs, in his skull, in his ribs, and he just couldn't move. And this is how Naruto discovered his Sage powers. By his body just on its own just flying. Starting to fly without him moving. And then his injury started to heal. And this is because of the 6 mass powers as well. So Naruto had to live 3.5 years actually, until he met a person named Senju actually. Or as he calls her eventually, which is going to be Lady Tsunade. But before I get to that, you're going to have to wait. We can't just skip over 3.5 years when it's practically half of Naruto's life already. So, Naruto's forced into his mindscape, where he sees a gigantic fox and a pale old man looking at him. And he when he walks up to them and asks for their names, the only person shocked by this is the Ninetales, which he then knows as Kurama. And Hagoroma actually sees this as a sign that Naruto was the right person to pick. After all, he was the son of the fourth, and I forget her name, but don't bring that up. So they had to catch up for about 3 days. It was in his mind skip for 3 days, but in the real world, it was like 2 seconds after he woke up from just being knocked out. And it was like that for a few hours as well, so it's now daytime. So, after he leaves his mindscape, he just... A year into when he's in the woods and everything, he's being abandoned by the village, basically, because they didn't look for him. They just took it, like, not seriously, because, like, how's the Ninetales going to get loose or something? He's not going to be able to take him out the bridge. But, and the reason I don't know is because Hiruzen just sends the money to Naruto's house. He didn't give it to him personally. Well, he probably did that in the anime, but he's not going to do it in this. He's going to say he just gets it delivered to him. But he still cares for Naruto. So he just gets some journeying just to drop it off at the door, knock on the door and leave. And when it starts to rack up, they start to get suspicious, but they don't take it into mind. It's all empty anyway. All the money's gone. So after a year, Naruto activates the Mangekyo Sharingan. And the reason for this is just the pure emotion of willpower to just bring peace to everyone, because he's been through so many experiences. He's actually saved a few people in his time, taken out a few, getting, journeying, and tuning. If I left them out for a second, but I didn't mean to. When they were abusing their power as a ninja to hurt people. So he's basically killed them. He didn't kill them, but he left them a message to not do that again, or he will come for them. So Naruto basically goes blind 2 times while using his Mangekyo Sharingan. And he did this by when he I don't know, he overused his Mangekyo, of course, 2 times. But the reason it's 2 times and not 1 is because Naruto created this yin-yang seal out of the stage powers that would transfer that chakra to his eyes and just heal it. And of course he would have all his progress saved with the Mangekyo and everything. And he just used that. He never gets the eternal Mangekyo. He just has a seal on his eyes. So we're just gonna go to the 3.5 years when Naruto is meeting up with Lady Tsunade for the first time. But actually, just quickly before that, I'm gonna mention what his Mangekyo powers are, and I'm gonna say that they're Amaterasu and Kengetsu or something. I don't know. Kagutsuchi. I don't know if I said that right, I probably didn't, but don't believe me for it. So, we're just gonna go to when he meets Lady Tsunade, as I said. So it's been 3.5 years since Naruto was taken out of the village. And he eventually finds himself in the Land of Lightning, where he's gonna meet Lady Tsunade. And I'm gonna say that there's a tournament going on for 100,000 yen. And the reason Naruto actually enters his competition is because he wants to his first good meal, because he's just been supplied with berries and meat from the animals that he's killed. That's all he's had. It tasted horrible, so he wants an actual good meal. I think we all know what his first meal is going to be, but I'm not going to mention that until next episode. So basically Naruto was looking for a way to get money, so he could eat something really good. And he finds his competition, and he sees who's accepted into it already. It's just full of Genin and Chunin. And then one catches his eye, Sanin, which is going to be Tsunade, which everyone thinks she's just going to dominate the tournament and and win everything. But not actually. We'll see. We'll get to that. So when Naruto was in a tournament, he went battle after battle after battle, winning them only using taijutsu. And the only reason he used taijutsu is because he didn't know any low level ninjutsu to use. So he thought it'd be too suspicious for not a 7-year-old to be using like high level jutsu like Amaterasu, which he wouldn't kill them with, of course. He just set them on fire a bit, burn them a bit, get them burned up. He didn't even use his Sharingan because he didn't want them to know. So I'm just gonna say it's the final battle now, and it's Tsunade versus Naruto. And Tsunade doesn't pay any attention to Naruto because she's like, it's full of Genin. Chunin is this 7-year-old kid, isn't it? He's gonna get knocked out first round. But no. When they come to fight, Naruto instantly uses his Sharingan. Not his Mangekyo, because he doesn't think he needs to go that far. Which may be his fatal demise, but we don't know that yet. So he activates the Sharingan. And this is actually ended off. Sorry for making it so short, but I didn't have any time to do any more scripting or anything. So this is when I'll leave it off.